Morning guys, joining me today for a 6 to 8 mile run. Today's the first run I've done since last week's Bradley 10k, so we're taking advantage of the sun, get out, have a stretch of the legs. The aim of today's race really is about preparing for the race I've got in 2 weeks. Sorry, the aim of today's run is about preparing for the race I've got in 2 weeks. We're doing Monsell 10k a week today, and then the week after that we're off out to do Lichfield Cathedral to Tamworth Castle, which will be a 10-mile event. Again, as you've seen hopefully from previous videos, I've not got past the 6.5-7 mile mark yet, so I just want to know I'm comfortable running 6 to 8 miles at a much slower intensity than the 10k race. So we're looking at about 11 to 11:30 per minute today, per mile today. A little bit of a steady jog, as much as anything, get the legs going. So while we're on, just a bit of an update on what we're going to do in the next few weeks. So I'm conscious that the whole purpose of this channel was to encourage people to help them lose weight, improve their mental stability, improve their physical fitness, give them a bit of belief to get up, go for a run, a ride, a jog, whatever. So we'll do a bit of a review on where my weight sits from 1st of January through to now, what we've lost, where we've gone. We'll also do a couple of videos that take you back to the start of my journey. So we'll go out and do a couple of 5Ks in the evening based around my initial journey, not being able to get through 5k without a stop or a couple of stops. And we'll talk to you a little bit about what I did there. So as you can see, glorious sunshine today, pretty warm as well. So we'll jump back in throughout the run to let you know how the legs are feeling, a bit more of a refresher from how recovery went from last week, and then we'll wrap it up when we finish. Thank you. Hi guys, so we're 2.2 miles in, so pace is a bit slower than I'd said originally. We're on about 12 minute-ish a mile. Part of that's down to the fact that my legs feel like I'm running concrete. So whether that's still a bit of fatigue from last week or just the fact that I've not done a run since Sunday, I don't know. But the goal for today is to get around somewhere between 6 and 8 miles to know that I can cover a 10-mile distance in a couple of weeks. So as you can see, I'm absolutely beading with sweat. It's a glorious day, really enjoying being out. So we'll drop back on in another couple of miles, let you know where we are at that stage. how we're feeling. Right guys, just at 4 miles in, so apologies about the sniffles, but legs are feeling okay. Still maintaining that pace around 12 minutes, 12 and a quarter minutes a mile. Not out to break any records today. We're just trying to have a steady tempo run, get through the 6 to 8 mile mark, as I've said a couple of times, and then start to build up over the course of the next couple of weeks, so I'm in a good place for the Cathedral to Cathedral race. So it's again, as you see, sun's shining. It's a lovely day to be out. So legs are feeling a bit better now than they were after the 2 mile mark. Feel a little bit looser. But so as I touched on earlier, we've got Monsell Trail 10k next week, which is at Bakewell. So me, Jake and Wayne will be racing in that. I think the other two are doing the half and I'm doing the 10. So the week after that, Cathedral to Castle, which is a 10 mile multi-terrain event. And then for the week after that, we've got Conker's 5 mile, which is a run in the forest event. I think South Derbyshire road runners are supporting this event, marshalling it, etc. So we'll talk a bit more in later videos about South Derbyshire road runners. So club local to me that I plan to go and join. Jake, who raced with me on Sunday, is a member, and a couple of the other guys that I've met in the past few weeks running are members there. So I would really recommend having a look at your local running clubs, drop them a message. Most of them you'll go down, do 2 or 3 sessions with them just to get a feel for whether it's for you, whether you like it. They've normally got what I class as a beginner group or a slow group, if you like, that set a target of about 5k in an hour or within an hour, a steady jog and a chatter. There's then an intermediate group, which is a bit more intensity, probably a little bit more training side, and then what you class as the advanced runners. So these guys are doing a lot more power and speed training. So but check out your local running group. If you don't know how to find them, drop onto UK Athletics and there'll be a link somewhere on that website, I would imagine, to take you to your local club. So we'll drop back in around about 5.5, 6 miles, see where we're at, what we're going to do, and we'll check it from there. See you later, guys. Right guys, just past the 6 mile mark. We're tracking a little bit slower the last 3/4 of a mile. Just well, he's seen a bit of fatigue now. So we've got some gels with us for a bit of energy. So I'm going to get a talk gel down, see how I feel. We've got probably 2 miles or so to home. So we'll try and push it as hard as we can, get as much done as we can, and then I'll, once we've finished, I'll recap on how we're feeling, where we are, etc. So drop back in towards the end, guys. Right, guys, that's 8 miles complete. We've got about 600 metres home, so I've taken the opportunity to call it a day at 8 miles, walk up the hill, give the legs a bit of a chance to stretch out. I think once I've had a bath, I'm gonna get the muscle gun on it, the massage gun onto my legs today. Just try and give them some form of recovery. Just crossing roads here. Yeah, try and get the massage gun on, give some form of recovery. We'll probably give tomorrow a miss because we've got 30th birthday celebrations tonight. So we'll pick up again Monday, Tuesday with probably just into a couple of steady 5Ks in the week. Taper down a little bit, ready for the weekend. So I'm not going to lie, guys. Going from 6 miles, even up to 8 miles, isn't easy. In reality, I'm probably pushing a little bit too hard too soon, going from where I was in January at 45 minutes for a 5K nearly, through to doing a race every other week and then 3 weeks on the bounce in the next few weeks. But listen, I've set myself goals to achieve in order to keep me motivated to do it. Without those goals, I don't think I will keep that motivation. So you've just got to do whatever works for you. Bit of a review on today's run. So we finished average miles at around 12:34. So probably a minute outside of where I was originally planning. But that said, I've not done 8 miles before. I've not done 8 miles for a good 20 years. So 12.5 minute miles, I'm reasonably happy with that. Legs, whilst they're heavy, still got another couple of miles in them, I think. I reckon getting the 10 miles across the line will be achievable. Again, there's no real time in mind on that. There's no real pushing hard, pushing targets. It's just getting complete. There's a group of us doing it, so I don't know yet if we're running it as a group, whether we're just going to run it individually. But yeah, so all in all, guys, really good run in the sun, which is always a massive positive. So another 8 miles in the legs, feeling okay. The gel helped me towards the back end. I think the tip is probably take the gels on board earlier than you need them, so it doesn't take a period of time for them to kick in when you're dying. But we'll jump back on it again in a few days, maybe do a quick recap video tomorrow, just how the legs are feeling, a little bit more about what I thought about the race, the run today. Got a race on the brain at the minute, guys, sorry. And then we'll pick up with you in the week for a couple more steady 5Ks, just prepping into the weekend. Cheers, guys, see you later.